I have a really good Stihl weed whacker that does a great job of starting and running, but the head that came on it wasn't very good. The string would break constantly for doing the type of stuff I'm doing, which is trail work in the woods. So I tried a Stihl polyblade head, and these things here break off like crazy, and it's a real pain in the ass to have to unscrew this in the woods and then put a new blade in. So I found a head at Home Depot which was working really well. I could put in 0.133 string and even 0.155 string, and the problem with it is, and this is the second one of these I've had, and this is the second time this has happened, is what's great about it is you can cut these to length ahead of time. You can insert them really easy when they break, and you're good to go, right? And if you need to pull them out, you can pull them right out. And I can pull out this side. It's really hard to do that when you're out in the woods with sweaty hands, so I usually have to take pliers. But here's the problem. After a short time of usage, they should not come back out, and they come back out very easily. So as you can imagine, as this head's spinning, this just flies right out. So useless, totally useless. Now I went on Amazon.com and I searched for heads, and this Tanaka Power Equipment no-brainer head had some of the highest reviews. So in order to get the head off of the weed whacker, you need to unscrew this bolt. But to unscrew this bolt is very difficult because the whole thing turns. Pittsfield Lawn and Tractor gave me this, which goes in here and locks the head into place. Okay, my head is locked into place. Won't turn. 3/4 inch ratchet, and you turn it clockwise. So this is the way this head comes off. Hope this is on camera. And now I pull this off. Too much came off. Okay, so this has to stay here. Now let's see how this head goes on. So it looks like this head will just screw onto this directly. The only problem is there's a big gap here. I don't know. Can't really shorten that. Okay, this was anything but obvious, but you have to take the head apart and put this inside, because this one only screws on a few turns. This one will screw on many turns, all the way down to the bottom. Well, there, I've removed all 5 screws. Okay, it's starting to come apart. Whoa. Great. Let's take that one out, put this one in, take this spring thing, apparently pushes against here. Okay. Oh, I almost had it. Okay, so if you get the spring in that side, we are good. Now I'll put this on top. Let's go this way. There we go. Good. I'm just going to put all 5 screws back in. Well, they can't use regular Phillips heads, so you can use a screwdriver. I don't know. This thing's a pain in the ass. I have the head back together. I'm going to assume I'm going to use this washer that, see, that doesn't stick up high enough. I'm going to probably use, I guess, both washers that I have. This one did not come with the set. This one did. And I will screw this on. Nice. And I gotta prevent this from spinning. And just, I guess, hand tighten that. This is very, very thin string. This is much thicker string. Unfortunately, I've cut these to length, so they're way too short. But let's see if these will fit through. This is 0.133. String is supposed to feed through here, and it's not feeding through very easily. Uh-oh. Ah, that's disappointing. Let me see if I can... Okay, that fed through. Now it said 0.155 round. This is 0.155. It's kind of a hexagonal shape. See if it'll fit through. Oh, it fits through. That's sweet. Okay, because this is the stuff I like to use. Fatter the better. Breaks less often. So, unfortunately, I have pre-cut all of the string that I have to way too short a length. So I'm going to have to use this piece. I'll go out and try this with this thin string and see what happens. Okay, so one side of the string broke, and this is how easy it's going to be to do this in the field. I'm going to try to cut down a bunch of this stuff. Some of this is old, really thick. I don't think it's going to work well. This is our typical kind of thing. I don't know what this plant is, but this is typical of what we have growing in our trails. So far the string's in great shape. So in conclusion, I'd say the Stihl FSR 90 with a replacement head by Tanaka and 0.155 string from Home Depot, or 0.130 is probably even better. It'll slide in and out of the head easier. I would say that is the ultimate weed whacker.